Alright, Homesteader family, welcome to this edition of the Sunday Monday vlog. As everybody knows, the channel has been put on hold because of this internet. So, up here, where the internet is, it's missing this light, which is the system light. Got a glare off the window. That system light won't come on, and the transmit isn't coming on. So, I don't know. First time paying for internet in a long time, besides was on my phone and already having issues. So that's one thing. Two, got my good old electric bill. It's gone up tremendously. Of course, that's not me staying here in the camper. So it's going to be interesting to see the next month's bill. This one right here is $144.05. So I think this covers, I want to say maybe 10 days of being in the camper. So it's nowhere near a month being in the camper. But my previous bill was $110.79. So it's gone up like $33 and some change for 10 days here in the camper. Because of course I stayed in the camper a couple days prior to actually moving here. And so it's going to be interesting to see exactly how expensive it goes up next month, because that will be a full month in the camper at that point on the bill. Plus the pond 3/4 horsepower de-icer that's going on. So let's see. I'm checking out my list over there. I wrote some stuff down. And going to go through a list of everything going on. So we've had several snowstorms now. It's not that bad outside anymore. Today it was a shock. Let's see if it will focus. So you can see most of the snow's gone. There's still some snow out there. But today when I went to town to do groceries, to do laundry, and all that type of stuff, it was 34 degrees here when I left. I got into Canyon City. It was 13 degrees. So a lot warmer here. And then I talked to the guy that bought my house. He didn't have the house warmed up. The hot water heater froze and blew. So could have saved me $280 because I replaced it right before I moved, because my grandfather had the window open that night when it was real cold. Got in there, froze everything. So horrible mess. But it was 18 degrees at Hummingbird. So the house is gone. I'm not living there. I'm living here. It's 34 here, 18 degrees there. So that's a nice, bright, sunny, kind of warm day here at the ranch. We've had some horrible winds, which the internet company doesn't think that's what caused it, because it's on the modem up there that's not lighting up. It's not the dish itself. So I don't know. The dish hasn't moved. I checked the dish. I checked all the wires, made sure all the wires were tight. I tried everything I could. It might just be a bad modem, so they might have to replace the modem. I got my Berkey filters in, so I was able to set up a water system to purify water from the temporary well that I dug last year. For those of you that don't know, I dug a well, I want to say 10 feet deep, 9 feet deep, something like that. And I had 6 feet of water in it coming up from underneath. So I've been going down there. I just got done filming that video because I just went and got water. So you can see the process that I go through for the water. I started cleaning up the ranch. I have had a lot of trash here at the ranch, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen all last year. It just got piled here while I was trying to get out the house to get the house sold. So I've got a trailer loaded up right now, ready to go to the dump. With all the mud, all the snow, the ice, I don't want to try to pull the trailer out, so I'll do that once everything dries out. I got a ramp and a kind of like deck built here on the camper trailer, which actually, now that I think about it, let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. I'll give you guys a sneak preview. Oh, the other door just opened. So there's the deck. I'll have to go shut that door. I must have not shut it all the way. We're settling in. We're trying to get things situated. So these first couple Sunday, Monday vlogs might be a little rough. So I didn't get the door latched. But anyhow, this is the deck. There's the ramp. I put little boards across. And there goes Mr. Chubbs. He's going back out to hang out with Mama and Mickey and Max. That's all done. This wind is horrible. Catches the door, and sometimes I don't get it latched all the way. But I got that done, so it's easier to get up and down from outside the trailer instead of trying to stumble up the steps with the little flimsy aluminum railing that's there. And then my neighbor John was just about out of firewood because, once again, people don't listen to me. I told him a month and a half earlier to get wood when I started my firewood. He said no. Well, he's out of wood, so I used the tractor. The first day I had an issue with tractor, so I had to hand load the log sideways into the grapple bucket. Took a bunch of wood down to him, got the tractor fixed the next day, used the grapple bucket, grabbed the load, took it down, dropped the load, and then he used his snowmobile to get in and out. So what happened was, when they originally did the grapple bucket for me, they did it for a quick setup so I could use it that day when they delivered it. And unfortunately, when they put the third function on, they didn't realize it was different couplings. So they had to send somebody out free of charge, because they didn't do it, and change out the couplings so I could use the grapple bucket again. But with the teeth closed on the grapple bucket, there's still a big hole on both sides that I just slid a log in, took it down, pulled it out, let it fall on the ground to get John wood that night, and then took a couple more loads up after that. And then, like I said, it's just pretty much settling in, getting comfortable in here. You can see I'm in short sleeve shirts. It's perfectly warm in here because my grandfather has gotten up and messed with thermostats at night. It's been as hot as 95 degrees in this camper trailer. So not only do I have the propane system for the camper, I also went ahead and I bought the oil-filled electric heater, which I just keep on level 2. So I'm not sure what exactly that goes to. But by keeping that on during the day, the propane normally shuts off throughout the day. It just came on a little while ago. And then between the propane and that on the level 2, I'm golden all night long. I have no problem. Most of the time, sleeping outside the covers and blankets. You can see I've got my comforter, and it just gets too hot. And then, of course, with the dogs in here, they're breathing. I normally have at least 1, if not 2 or 3 in the bed. So it gets really, really hot around here. So I'm really happy with that, because I was afraid the camper wasn't going to be warm enough and I was going to have to go rent a place in town, and I don't have to do that. So that's awesome. Crypto update. Crypto was up. My one account was like to 113. So I made roughly $12,000 profit on that $100,000 investment, but it's come back down. So I'm only up a couple $1,000s. But like I say, it's a long term. I'm not looking at selling it till I'm ready to build a house, which will be later this year in the summer, maybe early fall, depending on what I can get accomplished around here. So I have a while till I have to pull it out. And then these companies want to drive me bonkers. Burgess and stuff. Look at all these beautiful, beautiful pictures. They're driving me nuts. I'm getting magazine after magazine after magazine. And the chicken magazines, the duck magazines, the goose magazines, turkeys. And I'm like, I just want to jump in. I want to order a big shipment, but I've got to take it slow. I've got to get the fence up this year. I want to get the mulching done, because I've got like 12 inches of muck. You're going to see in some of my videos riding around the tractor just how deep this mud is and how horrible it is. And I got a lot to get done, and I got that bug. I want to get moving. Like the trash, I only got half the trash picked up, if even half the trash, because half of it is buried, or the bags are frozen, or the trash is frozen to the ground, and I couldn't get it up. But I got a full trailer load, so I'll be taking that load soon. And then once the snow and frost is gone, I'll load up rest of the trash, get that out, because I plan on a lot of people visiting this spring and summer and fall. I've already had a lot of people contacting me, so I will be setting up hours for the ranch, that it will be open to the public, even though I'm not in business or anything yet. But everybody's more than welcome to come up, hang out with the animals, and do that type of stuff. I won't really have tours or stuff like that going on, because I'm not set up for it yet. But I've got people that want to bring kids up to see the animals, and I'm going to open it up to the public prior to being ready to go full blast. So once again, that's pretty much it for this week. What's coming up is just trying to get everything organized here, get trash cleaned up. As soon as the ground is good where I can get in and out with the trailer, I got to take the load of trash. I also got to get the tractor down. I'm getting close to my 100-hour service, because I have all different neighbors now having me snow blow their driveways. So I'm not sure. Well, I can say I'm not profitable. I was going to say I'm not sure if I'm profitable, but I'm really not, because I'm getting $200 a driveway from different neighbors, and you figure I owe $67,000 for a tractor with the implements. And then I just got done my 50-hour service, which was like $500, $400 and some dollars. And then I'm at 84 or 85 hours right now. So as soon as I hit 100, it's got to go to the shop for the next one. So that's another $400 or $500. So you're talking 2 services, and with all the neighbors, that doesn't even cover my service costs for the 50-hour and 100-hour. So I'm not making money, but hey, at least I'm not paying out the $1,000 in service fees in the tractor. And then, of course, after that, you know, it is what it is. But I'm making some money towards the tractor, towards the service fees, and it's helping the neighbors out. So that's what counts, because a lot of them can't get to their property without me snow blowing or them going out and buying a big tractor. So I think that's it. And then I got the 100-hour service, and then I still got to do that fence for my friend that bought the 2 dogs from me. I still got to do the fence down there with the tractor, and then I got to get my pallet forks back up here. I've got to get my T-post driver back up here, and then of course bring the tractor back up here so I can work on fence as soon as the weather breaks up here. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up. The septic still has to go in, which I'm thinking now I might just go ahead and spend another $3,800 to rent the John Deere excavator with a huge bucket. I mean, it's a massive, massive bucket. And because that, I can knock it out a lot quicker. It's a track machine. It's got like 4 times the horsepower that my tractor has. I watched some YouTube videos with the Coyote, and I'm looking at like a week if I do it myself. And I know I just spent $67,000 for the tractor. Why would I want to spend $3,800 when I could put $3,800 towards this tractor? And it's just due to the fact that that's for a week, the $3,800. I'm not sure if I'm going to rent it for a week or not, because if I do, I'm going to dig. If I rent it for the whole week again, I'm going to dig the septic so I can get the septic installed. I'm going to finish the corner of the house site that I didn't get the corner finished because I ran out of time with the equipment because of the rain. And then I'm thinking about using it to break up more of the land up by the farm where I want to do the 3-acre farm. So that way I don't have to use the backhoe as hard on my tractor. but it's all broken up for my front bucket to lift and move the dirt, and that would save me a lot of time. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but that's one of the thoughts coming up. And update on grandfather, since everybody always asks. It's getting worse. It's getting really, really bad. Doctor says it's the course. Change the medicines, not going to do anything. He's on the right amount of medicines. Some days I'm changing his diaper 5 to 6 times a day, because he doesn't realize he's going to the bathroom. So, I mean, he soaks these diapers. It's disgusting. So, thankfully I got rubber gloves. I don't have dirty hands. But the other thing is he keeps getting up, and it's getting really, really difficult to contain him. Woke me up, I want to say like 1:20 this morning. I hear kaboom, and I jump up real quick, hit the lights on, go. He's over in the kitchen area screwing around and slipped and fell and busted his arm again, and with his thin skin his arm's all busted up. So I got some gauze today, I got some Neosporin and some tape, and I went ahead and wrapped his arms all the way up to each elbow, so that way he's not as bad. His arms look worse than what his face is healing back up from him being out in the snow at Hummingbird and falling on the concrete over there. And I went ahead and I grabbed plywood as a helper, and I went ahead and put that sheet of plywood in the bed, and then I got the chairs here along with the railing so I can hear the chairs moving around, and that way that will help me hear and try to contain him, because if he's not in that bed, he's getting into stuff, messing with thermostat. I woke up to the fridge and freezer being wide open. He's been at the doors trying to open the doors, but because they're not what he's used to and not regular doorknobs, he can't comprehend how to open the doors. So luckily, so far, knock on wood, for the 10 or 12 days, whatever it's been that we've been here at the ranch, he has not made it out of the camper so far. So that's a big plus, like I said, because at the house, he got out the house 3 times while I was asleep. You know, dogs went out with him, dogs came back in. You know, I had a couple people ask, why aren't the dogs barking when he gets up and stuff? And that's because he's part of the household. He's part of the family. So the dogs look at him as he's an owner. He knows what he's doing. No need for them to alert. So unless I got them trained as service dogs, which they are known to be, service dogs, security dogs, and livestock guardian dogs, then they would alert. But that's years of training and a lot of money, and I don't have that type of money nor time, because, you know, doctor said with his blood pressure dropping and his vitals dropping, and he's also babbling now. He just nonstop babbles sometimes. I've got like 14 different people that come into the camper that I've never met. He's had army buddies, he's had retirement buddies, he's had car show buddies, he's had all different people in this camper that I've never seen them. But that's all the hallucinations and all that type of stuff that is part of dementia, and doctor said that's just the phase. So with everything going on, doctor said he's getting closer to the end, and it's just, I'm waiting for the vegetable state where I don't have to worry about him getting out of bed. I got no problem. I change his diaper every day, like I said, 5-6 times a day sometimes, and to feed him, stuff like that. I'd rather be doing that than have to come in the camper every 10 to 15 minutes to make sure he's not trying to climb out of bed and do something that he's going to injure himself, that he could damage the camper or anything like that. So that's pretty much the end of that, and I'm going to go get Minnie Mouse and Chubbs back in here, and I'm going to relax, turn on the TV, put my laundry away, watch some movies, and then get dinner prepared in the next probably half hour or so. So we're doing good. Everything's going good. I hope everything's going good for you guys. And as soon as this stupid internet's done, which is killing me because I can't watch TV shows, I got to watch DVDs that I've seen a million times. I'll be back to every day with a video. So thank you for staying with me. Thank you for being part of the journey. And thank you for all the new subscribers, because the channel is just growing, even though I'm not putting videos out. And that means a lot to me. So I thank you for all the support, the kind words, the emails, the letters, donations, and everything else everybody out there is doing for me. And if you don't mind, give the videos thumbs up and comments, because it really does help. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.